Hi, everyone. Mitch from PickDogs.com here with Jay, Chris, Costi. It is Monday, October 28th. Sorry about that tech problem there. Costi had no sound, so we're just going to do a restart, give everybody a couple minutes to rejoin us. Pretty crazy day yesterday in sports and all weekend long. We saw why. I used to be the biggest fan of the NFL, and now you can see why. I just absolutely hate it. People say, "Oh, because you lost or whatever." I didn't lose, man. I kicked ass again 2 weeks in a row. I mean, I'm slaughtering the NFL. I should have done our circa picks again. Swept it. But man, it's like
I'm ass. I know, man. It just didn't go how I thought it was gonna go. It just didn't.
I think you need an Eagles intervention, man. I think it's really what it comes down to. It's still the Eagle. We're at the same place, a different week. It's you need intervention. It's like either you have to be able to lay off the other team or lay off the game altogether. Because it's like, to me, I looked at, so this is how I wasn't on that game at all. And the same thing with the Chargers and the Saints. It's kind of like, if I can't get there, man, then I'm just not on the game. It's like I just did not even see a path either way. Like, I mean, I don't know.
It happens, man. The Bengals, they were faking it, and then I don't know what happened second half. They got blitzed.
We saw a lot of second half meltdowns yesterday. The Cowboys had one in the third quarter.
That was my day in the NFL. Second half meltdowns. I was pretty much on all of them. So
I was on the other side of them. And Costi and I also did an early halftime show, and we hit every pick on that show. Actually, cashed in very, very big. Jaguars cashed second half. We cashed the Cardinals very, very big. We were pounding that thing second half. You have Mike McDaniels with the lead at halftime. I mean, you got to unload on the other side. And that's exactly what we were doing. As much we unloaded until they stopped us out and said, "You reached your max on this one." And then what was the other one we really liked?
Jags.
Patriots. Was it Patriots?
No. I think we liked Patriots, but it was Jags.
I love the Patriots.
Jags and Cardinals.
Jags and Cardinals second half were
the big ones. Big ones, man. We're just like, I just couldn't believe it. And we knew the Cardinals was going to go exactly like that. It went exactly like we called it too. It's like, go for two, miss it, get on the weird numbers, right? It was like exactly.
Well, the Jags, they gave you plus a half, and it was juiced, and we were like, we still got to take it.
Yeah, I still got to take it. But there was another one I had too, the second half. What was it? Let me find it. I mean, I hit this one for $7,500, so I can't remember. That's how good a day it was. It was. Oh man. It was second half. I bet the Broncos 7 times yesterday. I just couldn't stop betting it, man. It was like I got a problem. I was like, I'm not sure that went through. Jags, Cardinals. Oh, God, we bet the Cardinals so many times too. Second half. Yeah, that was it. Just the Jags and the Cardinals.
Those are just the two. I don't remember another one.
Yeah, I only lost one bet. All day. NFL. Hit everything. Oh, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Gave out the Nets on our 7 free picks in just 5 minutes. Money line against the Bucks. That was sweet.
My saving grace yesterday was them Trailblazers, man. Shout out them boys, man.
I had the other side of that one. I was 2-2 in NBA.
That was my saving grace. Had them outright money line.
I should have taken the Nets on the money line on the site. I mean, I gave it out in the video. Nets money line against the Bucks. The Bucks are ass, and the Nets are so good. They're such a good team. Just stacked.
No, they're not.
Just loaded, man. This is loaded. It's so good this year. Got to trust the process, Jay. Got to trust the process.
I don't trust that process.
I like the process. How about tomorrow? You got the magical combination, man. We should start tailgating today for tomorrow, even though we got a great card today. We got the Jazz at home and the Kings on the road, and I think the Kings are going to be favored in that one too. So it's like you got just everything coming together in one special place. I mean, the Jazz at home, Kings favored on the road. I mean,
there are only so many
road
opportunities
favored.
that you get this every season.
Yeah. I think the Commanders have to come off the do not bet list. I'm going to
They
say
have
that.
to.
Yeah.
Yeah. They
You got to
do.
redo it. I feel like that 2023 list has to be updated.
It's still
Well,
really
Panthers are still
A
number
lot of
one.
it. A lot of it.
it's
Panthers are
still really
accurate.
relevant.
It's just there's only so much room that you have if you cross stuff off and then fill stuff in.
Yeah, you got to do a new one.
Well, we
You
can
gotta-
do it in the list. We don't even have to reuse the plastic because we can compare last
Why
year's
are we
to this
boxed
year's.
into a
I
little sheet of
bought a new
paper?
plastic, Chris.
There has to be something bigger we could use than a sheet of paper.
No, this
No,
makes it even
but-
better. This
no,
is the
but
list.
But it's tradition. It's just like
Yeah. It's like, and it's got to be done in a Sharpie. You can't have
Yeah.
a whiteboard or something and dry erase.
Kosty, that
Nothing
wasn't
fun
an
about it.
invitation to just throw out all of our.
Well,
This
why
is
are
why
we,
you're only
why
here
are we
twice a
limited
week,
to
man.
8 by
This is
11
why-
sheets of paper? Why can't we go a little bigger?
Well, let's go through it. Jay, love it or hate it. Who was it yesterday for you or Saturday?
Easy for me. Talked about it on the morning show yesterday. Mr. 30 for 30. Mr. 30 on 30. Jameis Winston, man. Hell of a dub for them boys yesterday, man. You just gotta love his energy, you just gotta love his aura. He's a gamer. You know what I mean? It might not look pretty, it might not always, you know what I mean? But he's a gamer and he's a motivational speaker right now. It was really just you had to know the Ravens. That was just their low spot every season. They always seem to do that.
Yep.
So, but for the Browns to go and get it outright, hats off to them boys and hats off to Jameis. So it's my first winner of the day, Jameis, Mr. 30 for 30.
Chris?
Without trying to go with the obvious ones early, I'd say Tyreek Stevenson and the Bears and that waving and taunting the crowd. And then all of a sudden you realize you got to get back into the play. And not only that, but you tip the ball to the receiver that caught the Hail Mary. And look like a dummy after that. And as a result, winners for people who are holding a Jaden Daniels Rookie of the Year ticket. I think that's getting closer and closer. It's like minus 450 now. It was plus 650 coming into the year. So yeah, Tyreek Stevenson, you're my first loser of the week.
Costi?
I'm going to go. It's a lot of losers. But
Well, we got time. We got time.
I
We
know.
got,
Yeah,
full
we're-
stream.
we're
we got
with
a
you.
lot of games, but we got time. That's one
How
thing
about
we know
the
about
New-
this show. The beauty of this show is we got time.
the New York Jets organization, from the defense,
To
offense.
me, all right. Well, I'll do a different one. But go ahead.
they just stink. The defense was their strong point the last couple years, and they were all worried about, well, if we get a offensive, support, we'll be able to win. How are you going to let the Patriots just run up and down on you when you need it most at the end of the game? You let them drive all the way down the field and beat you when this is supposed to be your year. The Jets defense stinks. Aaron Rodgers is basically a statue back there, but he's not Joe Flacco, and he's not able to control the offense just being a statue, and it's really resonated to just a absolute dumpster fire of a situation. They got Devontae Adams. What are you doing? Like, what are you doing with your team? And firing the coach didn't matter. Now they're just basically playing for a draft pick. They're not making the playoffs. So, New York Jets, losers of the week.
Well, I mean, I was going to go with a different one, but I'm just going to say the NFL in general. I'm going to go with an organization. We'll come back, but I mean, how shitty is this product? I used to be the biggest NFL fan. I grew up. That was the only sport we freaking had was football. All we had was college football, high school football, and NFL football. I grew up in Miami. We did not have a baseball team. We did not have a basketball team. We did not have a hockey team. I was the biggest NFL fan. And what do you do to me? What do you do to me for all these years of loyalty and supporting you and all this shit? You put the Jets on frickin' national TV 6 of the first 8 weeks of the season, man. And you're stuffing them down our throat again on Thursday night. And then in 2 weeks, you got them posted for Sunday night football again against the frickin' Colts. It's enough. It's enough for the fucking Jets, man. It's enough for the fucking Giants. It's enough for the fucking Jets. We get it. They're the number one TV market. I love, and hats off at the same time to the NBA for saying, fuck you. You're going to show the Jets. We're going to throw a dozen fucking games at you on a Monday night. You're going to stick the Giants out as your Monday night football game. We're going to throw 11, 12 games at you. We're not going to respect you. We're not going to say Monday night belongs to NFL. Monday night's NFL football. We're going to say, you're going to throw the Giants out there? How about 11, 12 freaking games of superstar after superstar? Not the crap games, not the, Hornets against Memphis or something, which has more stars than this game anyway. But it's like, I'm talking the big boys. All of them, man, out in force tonight. I love that the NBA just said, you know what? We don't need to take a back seat to you. How about this? What time's your kickoff? Oh, 8:20? Well, we're going to have the Bucks Celtics running right against your ass. How's that sound? I love it, man. It's about time. And it's like, if they don't feel like watching Bucks Celtics, how about Knicks versus Cavs? 2 playoff teams going at it. You want a New York team? Yeah, here you go. Here's a New York team. A better New York team than the shit that you're throwing at us. You know what? We'll even watch the Raptors versus fucking Denver over that garbage, man. I've had it up to here. And it's like, this product, the bad refereeing, the shit calls, the unaccountability of the referees. I mean, yeah, Thursday night, the not called face mask, and it's not even the outcome of the game that matters. I went 6-1 yesterday in NFL, man. So it ain't about I'm losing or anything like that. It's 5-2 last Sunday in NFL. It has nothing to do with that, man. What it has to do with is just it's abusive, man. It's abusive. It's kind of like, these people will watch anything that we put out there. No, we won't. No, we won't. I say we tune out the NFL. Thursday night, they put the Jets on. We say, no more Jets. Jay?
Man, whew. Tough act to follow. You just cooked right there, man. Shit.
I'm mad. I'm watching that rematch of the Spurs Rockets too. I'm watching that.
Man.
The rematch. They just played the other day. They just played 2 days ago, Spurs and Rockets. I don't give a shit. They can play every day, man. I'll watch that over the Jets and the Giants, both of them. Spurs Rockets, man.
Very well said.
Oh, well, maybe I'll just catch the end of the game. Well, not if you want to watch the Suns Lakers, you ain't. That's for sure.
You cooked, sir. Well said. Well said. All right. I'll try to
KD or Daniel Jones or maybe Drew Lock, man. It's like, seriously. All right, Jay, go ahead.
I'll try to pivot to winner Dan Campbell and the Detroit Lions, man. God damn. Man, them boys is rolling is what they got is. And they is a money-making machine. Yesterday on the morning show, I said I think they have entered the same airspace as the Celtics have for me in the NBA, where it's just like, unless I have a clear and concise reason to fade them, I just will not do so. So, shout out them Lions, man. Took them Titans, a bad football team, behind the woodshed. So, winner, Detroit Lions, Dan Campbell.
Chris? Esquire?
Oh, boy. I
Your
want to go
witness.
with a team or a play. You know what? I'm going to go back with Old Faithful just because I love ripping on him. Kyle McCord. Got IQ of a potato. I could have forgiven the first couple of interceptions because a couple of those were tip drills and they were just bad bounces, fluky deflections that just popped up in the air and it was just a pickoff. But when you throw an interception and the DB is just lying on the ground and it falls into his hands and he gets up and's like, oh, look what I found. No, it's bad. 3 pick sixes, 5 interceptions total, 4 of those interceptions in the first half. Yeah, Syracuse has a top 5 passing offense in yardage and name only. There's nothing else about this team that I like. As long as Kyle McCord's their quarterback, this team is going nowhere. They might be the worst 9 or 10 win team in the country at season's end. So Kyle McCord, definitely another loser of the week for me.
Costi.
The biggest loser of the week, Anthony Richardson. What are you doing? Like, what are you doing? You're going to say I'm going to take a play off because I'm tired? You're an NFL quarterback. What are you doing with your life?
You're forgetting the best part. I
My man was tired.
We're not late in the game where he
What do you mean
scrambles,
you're tired?
right? They got no timeouts. He's not even thinking about going out of bounds. It's like he cuts it back in.
He has a
to get
lower
an extra
completion
yard and a half.
percentage
It's like,
than
what are you
Tim
doing,
Tebow.
man?
He's Achilles Smith territory with completion percentage. This guy is awful. He's awful. He doesn't know the offense. He doesn't. It can't be that. Look, we were talking about this yesterday, Mitch. Shane Steichen is he's a good play caller.
Not bad.
Good play caller. It's not the scheme.
He's not bad.
You put Joe Flacco in there, you have a better shot of winning games.
I don't know. I'm still on the fence. On
the fence, the guy has a lower completion percentage almost in the history of the NFL.
That's the thing. They not playing that game. That's not the game they're playing. You got to watch the Colts game and understand the game they playing. You know what I mean? They lost 23-20. And you know what I mean? It was a good game.
So I had the Colts. The Texans were going in for the cover there. They were going to at least get a field goal. And they end up getting nothing. They fumbled. They ended up getting nothing. It was beautiful.
I'm with you. I mean, Costi, I feel it. But like I said, I hear both sides. You know what I mean? I'm still on the fence. Like
on the fence that he's going to be a good quarterback?
No. He's not a quarterback. Like we need to stop evaluating him like a quarterback. He's not. They're running a 11-man scheme that doesn't necessarily involve him being. They don't need him to be Joe Flacco. This offense is not built for a Joe Flacco, is what I'm saying. This offense is built for Anthony Richardson.
What is he supposed to? Are you saying he just shouldn't throw the ball? I don't understand.
No, he's gonna throw the ball occasionally, but it's gonna be a lot more running of the football. It's a college style offense, so there's gonna be times and situations where, goddamn, I'm tired.
Well, that means. What do you mean I'm tired?
I'm tired.
What does that mean?
That means I'm tired. Did you not see all the running around he be doing? Like, it's a different game. Like, it's a different. He's not. You know what I mean? He's not even more than Lamar.
When you are, yeah, but listen, no.
In hockey, the term is line shift.
Lamar's only. He didn't take himself out.
Lamar's a pocket
He had to go to the bathroom a couple years ago when he came back. That's a little different.
Here's the thing.
A little different. That cramps.
Lamar Jackson is different.
Cramps.
He's different. Lamar Jackson is a pocket passer. He always has been. He could just run. That's the difference. Anthony Richardson has never been a pocket passer. He's always been a runner. And he always will be a runner. So sometimes you got to take what you can get from him. You know what I mean? I think the Colts knew they got 4 good years out of Anthony Richardson, maybe 5. And they're going to beat him up. He's going to be tired. And they're going to win some ugly football games. They're going to lose some ugly football games. Now, next week, watch. He's going to come out and probably be the player of the week. It's just, you got to ride the roller coaster.
No, I'm not paying for that ticket. Not paying for that roller coaster ticket.
Yes, you are.
After that play, didn't he come back and score a touchdown? I think he did. Shout out AR. I'm on the fence, but I ain't gonna lie. I love you.
You're part of the hype train, so I could see why you're on his side still. I think he's a horrible NFL quarterback. He had a couple good games before he got hurt, so they automatically gave him this evaluation that he's going to be this next coming of Lamar Jackson style quarterbacking in the NFL, and it's just not the case. He's not accurate. He's got a terrible football IQ, and the guy's just not him.
You like him.
I don't. And listen, I had the Colts yesterday. I'm very happy. Very happy that Joe Mixon fumbles the ball on the 1-yard line and we get the ball back to get.
You sound like you like him.
I honestly, I don't dislike him that much. I just don't think he's a good NFL quarterback.
Well, I think here's the thing, and I'm going to defend Richardson here. And I believe me, I hated the draft choice. I was like the most critical of the draft choice. He was a guy who really needed more time in college. He needed another year. He comes into the NFL his first year as a rookie after very limited time in college. And we see what this does to guys like Trubisky, like all these quarterbacks that really didn't play much in college. Mark Sanchez, right? They come in with all this talent. Sam Darnold, right? Didn't really play all that much in college. Then they come into the NFL. They just need a little bit more time. And I think Anthony Richardson is one of these guys that would have been well served to take a year on the bench, man, and just learn. And he did last year after he got injured. He still has that. And you could see when he didn't run out of bounds on that play that he really doesn't, he needs to really understand the game better. And I think that in all fairness, he has the size and speed that Lamar Lamar has the speed, but he has more size than Lamar does, man. He is a big guy and he has a pretty strong arm too, like a really strong arm. I think he has a lot of potential. I wouldn't be giving up on him just yet, but he can be this week. I mean, to take in the playoff, not a good leadership skill, and also the not running out of bounds at the end of the game was equal to the Ohio State play that we saw, except there was time still going, but he burned 25 seconds for a yard and a half. Didn't make any sense. I'm going with Matt Eberflus. It's a second appearance on this segment this year, and both exactly for the same scenario that he did last time. It was pretty much the same, right? I mean, Eberflus, this guy, he's up there with the worst head coaches because he doesn't understand. You know what he should do? You know what we should do? We should send him a copy of the Seahawks Patriots Super Bowl where Russell Wilson throws the interception from the goal line, because this guy doesn't know what to do on the goal line. He has no clue. Okay. What you do is you find the guy who's beast mode on your team and you give him the football. Or you got like a quarterback that's like gigantic also. Try running him up the middle. What did he do? Week 3 against the Colts. Do we need to flash back to that gem? 4th and 1 from the goal line. He goes into a spread, right? He goes into a spread. Somehow on 4th and 1, right? They lose 11 yards on the freaking play. So it's like they don't even have him backed up anymore, ridiculous. Then yesterday, with the freaking game basically on the line against the Commanders, in a game you've been down the whole time, they hand the ball to an offensive lineman. Did you guys see this? Number 76.
That was horrible.
Yeah.
That was horrible.
Yeah. They hand it to an offensive lineman. What are you going to do? It's like face on the ball, man. This guy has no ball handling skills. Is DeAndre Swift not on the team anymore? I miss something.
No, they don't run DeAndre Swift. They run
I would run anybody, man.
They run somebody else on goal line, but the guys, that was terrible. That's terrible.
I don't understand it. Like, what are you doing, man? What are you doing? What are you doing, man? I don't get it, man. It's just it's befuddling to me. Jay?
Winner. Vanderbilt. Oh, God damn it. Them boys playing some great football this year, man. Shout out to them boys, man. Shout out to them boys. I know Mitch is probably going to say it's because Texas is overrated sacks of shit, but
why does Texas only drop a slot, and why doesn't Ohio State drop when they 4 points over Nebraska at home? Barely.
I was wondering the same thing.
Barely, man.
I was wondering the same thing.
How about this? How about your big argument? We've spent many times screaming at each other about this. Hashtag Penn State's quarterback is out, yet they're still ranked way up there in the rankings. Yeah. It's like their quarterback's out, man. Wait a minute. You can't be a playoff team if your quarterback's out. We've already established this.
Yeah.
If your starting quarterback's out, you can't be a playoff team.
You spitting right now. Kind of crazy, but yeah. So college football got some explaining to do, but it'll all shake out soon. But one more winner. Hashtag we coming in the rankings. Number 23. Oh my God.
Well, they only got one loss, right?
Two losses. Shout out them boys, man.
Maybe
Bowl
they'll
game
play.
eligible.
Maybe they'll play us.
And still have an outside shot at that Big 12 championship game. It's not over. So
It's not over.
shout out to them boys, man. Shout out to them boys. It's gonna be an interesting finish.
They've earned it. That Baylor game really coming back to be really, really big. That game also against Cincinnati. I don't like the cheap shotting that they do late, but got to give them credit. They are winning. I think Travis Hunter is ridiculous.
He's ridiculous. Man. Yeah.
But the thing is, you have to remember, I mean, it's not like a surprise. He was the number one recruited player in the nation when he came out of high school. It's not like, people act like he's like some Cinderella story. He was the number one recruited player in the country. And I think as far as college sports go, he could have easily left last year and been a top 3 draft choice, if not 1 or 2. And he's also a 4.0 student at Colorado. So I think you got to give this guy a lot of credit. And as much as things that I've said negative over Colorado over the years, I had never had anything bad to say about this guy.
True.
He is unbelievable, and he's going to look great in somebody else's uniform outside the Dolphins, because if the Dolphins have the pick to take him, they'll probably take some stiff, because that's what they do. Speaking of stiffs, Chris.
Okay. I'm stuck between 2.
Oh, we got time. We're going to go.
Do we? Okay.
Yeah, we always
Right.
have time.
All right. My first one, there's 2 SEC teams. First one, I'll come back to the second. Is it possible Kentucky is the worst team in the SEC?
Maybe.
It's because, Mississippi State's been playing well the last couple weeks.
No, I'll still say Mississippi State, though.
Well, but here's the thing. They've been playing well the last couple weeks. Kentucky, they've been relying on their defense, and even then, it still hasn't been enough. Brock Vandergrift might be the worst quarterback in the SEC. The run game hasn't been working. I just think Kentucky might have actually slipped below Mississippi State with the way Mississippi State's offense has come alive the last couple of weeks. And even Auburn's been winning some games. So for me, I think Kentucky.
Vandergrift or Peyton Thorne?
Peyton Thorne. I didn't even have to think that much about it. Peyton Thorne. I didn't say, so there's a here. Someone said Missouri's the most disappointing. I didn't say that Kentucky was the most disappointing. I just think they're flat out the worst.
I think Missouri was maybe the most overrated.
Overrated. Yeah.
I don't think they're disappointing. I think that for a Missouri team, they're good.
Just subtle foreshadowing. Missouri was my next one.
Peyton Thorne just really sucks. He's mad about his people complaining about his 5 interception game. Costi, speaking of 5 interceptions, what do you got?
Losers, Ravens coaching staff. You literally have the offense you've been dreaming about for years, and you still figure out a way to fuck it up. All the drops, having your defensive coordinator playing corners 10 yards off the ball. Just over and over. Same thing like we saw in the Bears game. You put Derrick Henry on the 5-yard line in the Wildcat and you take Lamar off the field. Like, that's a play you run on the 1-yard line. You don't run it on the 5-yard line, because then there's no creativity. They all know who's getting the ball. Same thing when we gave our tight end the ball. It was just over and over again, stupid mistakes. And this is why we lose these games, because of coaching. If we're coached up and we had top coaches, this wouldn't happen. So I don't really think it's a testament to how the season is going to go. But, man, it's one thing to not cover 9 points, but to lose outright.
You know who don't lose them games? The team y'all.
Patrick Mahomes.
The team y'all, quote unquote, gonna knock off.
Patrick Mahomes, congrats, throwing his first touchdown since September. Your team is undefeated.
That was where I was going next.
Undefeated, man.
Oh, shout out to the Chiefs, man.
Sickening.
I'm off the Cincinnati bandwagon. I'm off the Cowboys bandwagon. I'm on the Chiefs bandwagon. Fuck it. Y'all want me over there?
Train. There it is. Where is it, Mitch? Where's the picture?
I'm over there, man. Fuck it.
Here's the hype train.
Fuck it.
What's Joe Burr now? Joe, not
Man,
what is he now?
they pissed me off yesterday. I'm off them this year, man. I'm on them Chiefs, man. I'm finna order my Chiefs jersey today. Man,
So many bad teams out there, man. I could just go all day about the bad teams, but I'm going to go with all the teams that lost and covered yesterday. And
All aboard.
wow, man.
there was a bunch of teams that lost but fought the good fight to get the cover. The Colts forcing that fumble as the Texans were ready to go in for at least a field goal. Would have been 6 points. The line was 5. They held it. It went to 3 points, and then Anthony Richardson running out the clock for the Colts. Just really a nice job of falling on the ball there to finish out the game. The Raiders scoring the garbage backdoor touchdown. And for anyone that had the over on the Panthers-Broncos game, I mean, touchdown with 18 seconds left to go to catch the over
Got
there
the Jags.
for that. And the Jags as well. Same thing, fighting all the way back there, losing, but fighting the good fight. And, there was a lot of those yesterday. And I think we happened to be fortunate enough to catch all of them. And we also had the Commanders, which was the other one, the other one that they didn't quit till the last thing. The Cowboys almost caught the cover there too at the end, but I didn't really understand those last 4 passes there.
I didn't
Dak
either.
Prescott.
It was dumb, bro.
So
It's why McCarthy asked me to be fired today.
So
I was praying I was gonna wake up to Mike McCarthy fucking fired.
So I did the text.
Terrible.
I did my text commentary to Ron Romanelli of the sequence here. Let
Terrible.
me see exactly how it went. It was, let me see. I text sequenced it to Romanelli, and it was, let me see. So it was the first 2 passes both went to 49ers defenders. They dropped them in that. Then the third one was a low percentage throw to CeeDee Lamb, and then the fourth one was bookend double coverage with a guy in front and a guy in back. And Dak threw it into there. It's like someone had to be open. I mean, someone had to be freaking open. CeeDee Lamb was so open on those last 2 touchdowns. It's like someone had the over.
Teams, I say this every week about my team. I see every other team scheme guys wide open. It's too many times I'm watching Cowboy games and it's like the offense is just on Dak's shoulders. Dak make a fucking play, and then we're gonna turn around and blame Dak for not making a play. Man, god damn it, can we scheme somebody to fuck open?
So on this, it's Dak. Who else is it? I'll tell you who else it is. You don't have a viable option at the running back spot.
Or
and
legit
I think
number 2 receiver.
I'm going to say I got 2 words for the Dallas Cowboys. Jerry, if you're listening, put down the flip phone for a second. Ashton Genty.
We already got that box checked. You know what I mean? We already know that's where we're going. That's what we're doing right there. Hometown kid, his high school, Frisco Lone Star. Their actual home field in high school is the Cowboys practice facility.
Yeah, so they should draft 2 running backs.
We already know Genty probably coming home with us, but
they should draft 2.
We also need a number 2 receiver with Brandon Cooks out right now. It's terrible. And we also need to fire Mike McCarthy, bro. He can't beat the Niners. And we're not gonna ever do nothing if we can't go through the Niners. If we couldn't get the Niners yesterday with how bad they are this season, with how banged up they are, then we just never gonna fucking do it. It's never gonna happen. So I don't know what else. I don't know what glasses he looking through. I'm done.
What's Mike McDaniel's excuse? I mean, what's his excuse? I mean, they're 2-5. He's got his quarterback back. You're home. You lose to the Arizona Cardinals, man. You got no excuses. The Titans are 1-6. You're their 1, man. You're the easy game. It's like, I don't get it, man. There's so much ass going out there. Zion Williamson, you're part of it too, man. I'm sick of your ass too. 3 of 12 from the floor. What are you doing, man? I know Jay was on the other side of it, but still. 3 of 12? I mean, you only play 6 games a year, man. It's like you got to make the most of it. What is that? 3 of 12? You only get this far from the basket, man. What do you shoot? this close. It's like all you gotta do is this. It's not like you're popping outside threes or something, you know. Oh, that one's from the logo. No, you're 2 feet from the basket at the most. Stink, man.
Are you guys gonna wear Halloween costumes on the Thursday show?
Well, I'm supposed to the gym. I'm wearing my Halloween costume, but I don't know if I'll be wearing it on the show. But my wife is dressing up as me. Maybe we'll have her come on and do some video.
That'd be amazing.
Yeah, she's been practicing. She keeps walking around. In what world? I caught her singing the Bun Bun song earlier too. She's like, "That's one fat rabbit." Who's the fattest rabbit? She's got her pig dog's gear on with the hat.
Did she
doing this?
get like a bald head?
No, she's doing this though.
She's doing that.
Yep. I told you that coach. I told everyone on my show.
Roof, you should be Eric Pathy for your costume.
Oh, that'd be funny.
That'd be really good.
You got to make the rings out of tinfoil.
I was about to say I don't have enough rings in my house.
Make them out of tinfoil. That'd be even better. If you make them out of tinfoil, you just be like, how many times
is Costy making that that suggestion because I am like the antithesis of Eric Pathy? Like
this
Pathy
is Eric.
like,
No. I'm just saying, like for the show.
like Pathy ate Pathy.
Eric's like, I called Rolex and I found out what they have in stock for you.
He walked into the store and he said,
"Wasn't
I don't want to see the watches. I want to know the watches I could actually take home. Like I don't need to see the ones that are just out here on display. I need to see the ones I could actually leave with today. Show me those."
Are you buying anything? No, but I'm selling. I'm always selling. Let me borrow your phone. Let me see something. Let me show you something. Oh man. All right. Well, let's get to these games. We got World Series game 1 or game 3. Game 3. It's the Yankees and the Dodgers. They return to New York. It's Walker Buehler on the mound, coming off his best performance in years, man. Up against Clark Schmidt. Jay, you love you some Clark Schmidt.
Of course, and I gotta take Schmitty today. Give me Schmitty and the Yankees. Ooh, yeah, Yankees. I mean, it's do or die. I mean, god damn. I mean, if they lose today, it's over. I know y'all didn't do all this. Y'all did all this yapping all season long and then come out here and get done like this by the Dodgers. Oh shit. And y'all better, man, them Dodgers, it's kind of scary because them Dodgers, because they pitching staff this year was ass. So, you know, they're going to address it. So, yeah, over the offseason. But I'm on Schmitty. Give me Clark Schmidt. He doesn't eat shit. Give me an Aaron Judge home run. They've been talking too bad about him. I know he's been playing like hot ass. But he better show up. He better show up. You better show up. The players for the Dodgers at home at the crib, you know what they did when it mattered most? They showed up. Stanton has showed up, surprisingly. Judge, where you at? Judge, where you at? My boy playing well. Jazz Chisholm, I think he continues to play well. I could see him going over his base total. I would take him stolen base as well. So, yeah, that's how I would attack it. I think Yankees is the play today. Maybe even take a Yankees run line. So, yeah, and an Aaron Judge home run. You better show up, bro.
Chris?
Yeah, I think I'm leaning towards the Yankees as well. He just backs against the wall. If they fall down 0-3, you might as well start, shining up the World Series trophy in New York. So, Walker Buehler, yeah, he pitched well last time out, but he has been still inconsistent since, coming back from the injury list in August. And I think Schmidt can, pitch well enough. The Yankees bullpen doesn't have to do too much here. Like Jay said, I think the bats break out here. I think you get an Aaron Judge home run for sure. So give me the Yankees in this one.
Costi.
Yankees run line for me. They're going to win this game. They're not going to win this game by 1. So I'd rather get plus money in my pocket. Walker Buehler did have his best outing, but this has to be a Yankees side. This has to be a Yankees game. They go down 3-0. I mean, it's put a fork in them. But I think they have it in them, especially with Ohtani a little banged up. I don't know how bad the shoulder injury really is. Nobody really knows if it's significant. I think that's going to play a big role because they always try to, pitch around him, and you can't pitch around that Dodgers lineup. That's why Freddie Freeman is just going yard back-to-back games. He's the 4th guy in that rotation that you should be worried about, and it's scary. So Yankees run line for me.
I'm going to take the over. Dodgers 13-1 to the over in their last 14 road games. I think a lot of people that are writing the Yankees off also. I think just remember these first two games in LA, they were razor thin close, man. Walk-off grand slam. In a game that the Dodgers really needed help to even get to the extra innings. And then the other game was just really one bad inning. So, this series is a lot closer than the 2-0 that we see. But I like the over. The Dodgers on the road have just been over. 13-1 to the over. Also, my people, from the last segment, the guy left out, which probably should have been my number one, Phil Lesh. Rest in peace, man. Guy changed my life and so many people's lives. And, I have my Phil Lesh bobblehead right here on the set, so he'll always stay with us, in that way. And his music, man, will continue to, live on as well. Some of the best songs, man, the songs that I, changed my life, Truckin' was Phil Lesh's song. Dark Star was Phil Lesh's song. St. Stephen, Phil Lesh. And Cumberland Blues, Phil Lesh. A lot of other songs, Box Rain, of course. But, John Mayer, when he took over the Jerry role at for the Dead and Co., he said the hardest thing he's ever had to learn was Slipknot. And that was also written by Phil Lesh, which when John Mayer says that's the hardest thing he's ever learned, it's pretty amazing stuff. So Phil Lesh, rest in peace, man. Brought us all lifetime of memories. I got to say,
he was awesome.
I just can't imagine where my life would be without Phil and, of course, the rest of the boys. But the thing is that, Phil is, just iconic. He grew up as a classically trained musician. He met Jerry, and Jerry totally turned him to that because Jerry, was a bluegrass. Jerry used to play bluegrass. So they all come from different places, and that's what makes the Dead, what makes their music just so awesome is that all the guys just have the different background. But, Phil was the classically trained guy, and that's why a lot of these songs, the really intricate, the ones with the really intricate music, those are the ones that Phil wrote, like Slipknot. But Cumberland, it's like Jerry's bluegrass with Phil's classically trained. It's why everyone loves Cumberland. Everyone loves that. Truckin', Anthem. Favorite David Letterman segment, right? You ever see that one, Chris? The Letterman segment with Jerry Garcia? Oh my God, I gotta find this. Put it in the comments. But anyways, I'm on the over in this one. I'll post the Jerry on Letterman.
Now, just to update everybody regarding my next door neighbor, I know I've gotten some comments regarding what transpired with my next door neighbor that was threatening me. I started doing boxing classes. So I'm training right now, just in case. You just never know. And my personal trainer, he calls me Champ a lot. I really like that. Like, all right, Champ. Come on, Champ. Breathe. I feel like a Mike Tyson out there, Mitch.
See what happens.
It's really exciting. just in case.
Just giving Chris a chance to watch that clip. He'll enjoy it.
He keeps calling me champ, and I really enjoy it. Come on, champ. 8 o'clock in the morning on Monday. Ready to go.
See the clip, Chris?
Yeah, I'm watching it right now.
It's a classic, right? Kind of just tells you like the type of guy that Jerry was. Anyways, we go to Monday Night Football. It's the Steelers and the Giants. Chris, any interest?
Sorry, that's not a word.
You keep taking my word truck and adding an IN to the end.
Oh man. This Giants Steelers, can you give me the over 36.5? I think it's just way too low. I think lots to be made about the Steelers defense, but I think Daniel Jones can at least do enough to maybe put up 13, maybe 16 points here. And this Pittsburgh offense looked really good with Russell Wilson leading the charge last week. I did not expect that. I was a Justin Fields fan through the first few weeks of the season, and Pittsburgh looked, fantastic through that first Russell Wilson start. So maybe it's because it was the Jets on the other side, but the Jets don't have a bad defense. So I'll take the over 36.5.
When you say the Jets don't have a bad defense,
they don't have the worst defense in the league.
Okay. Yeah, that's fair. It's fair. I'm gonna unfortunately go the opposite, Chris, here. I think the over. I think it's too low. I like the over here. Pittsburgh with Russell Wilson. Didn't you take the under?
I took the over.
Did I mishear you?
Maybe.
Well, I'm agreeing with you, Chris. I'm agreeing with you. The over, it's 36.5 points. The Giants are that type of defense that they could lose this game by 2-3 touchdowns and still get trash touchdowns out of neighbors late in the game. They're just a bunch of guys on that team that could definitely catch touchdowns in garbage time. Pittsburgh with Russell Wilson have more of a passing attack than they do with Justin Fields. I think they're going to be able to establish the run. I personally believe the game is going to be closer than people think. That's why I'm not really attacking the side in this one, but I like the over. 36.5 it's just too low.
I like the under. It's low for a reason. It's baiting everybody into taking the over.
You just like fading me.
No, I believe me, I gave out the under on my 7 free picks in 5 minutes also because the Giants are 13-1 to the under in these spots. I mean, they just stink. The Giants are ass. I mean, if you guys thought watching the Panthers yesterday was painful to watch and Bryce Young's triumphant return to the field, wait till you see this shit tonight because the Pittsburgh defense against this Giants offense, I think also, I'm also going to say this will be the fastest played Monday night game of the year. This game will be over. Like if you're on the East Coast, this game will be over by 11. You're going to see just the time is just going to fly, man, because both these teams are run heavy and the clock's just going to roll. It's going to be like 3 yards, 4 yards, 4 yards, 3 yards, 3 yards, 4 yards, 3 yards, 4 yards, pass, Russell Wilson roll out, pass, run, 3 yards, 4 yards, field goal. Jay?
Under Steelers, easy. This is not even complicated. 20-3 style Steelers win. I don't know where Chris and Costi see this Giants offense like back-to-back weeks like last week against a bad Philly defense. They didn't just score 3 points.
Division game.
A week before against a terrible goddamn Cincinnati defense, 7 points. Now what?
No neighbors.
against the Cowboys on Sunday Night Football. Our defense banged up terrible.
Hey, 15 points will get you there. 15 points.
10 points could very
10 points
27-10
could
could get you there.
Yeah.
20-10.
And even if the Giants score 7 or 3, who's to say Pittsburgh doesn't hang 30 on this team if they play to that what they did last week?
I don't see it. I'm sorry. This game is probably headed kind of how the Dallas game was for Pittsburgh, where it's going to be ugly, but they win. Instead, they're going to be the one that wins. I got 20-10, 20-3, something like that, low scoring. That's how I see it. I mean, give me the regular Daniel Jones INT. What is Daniel Jones' primetime record? Like, I don't know why y'all keep signing yourself up for Daniel Jones on primetime. Like, I'm so with Mitch on his rant earlier. Like, it's disgusting. It's terrible.
I'm sick of it, man. I've had it up to here.
It's
what
I
world?
had the record here. Hold on.
He's garbage. Terrible.
Daniel Jones in his
You're
career.
just saying these things so Carrie can record you so she could practice.
She's outside.
Daniel Jones
She's
in his
not.
career at night is 1-15 straight up.
He's Kirk Cousins. Worse.
That's
The
what
worst
I'm trying to
version
tell
is
y'all.
Kirk
That's what I'm
Cousins.
trying to tell y'all. This ain't got nothing to do with nothing. Like, but
Maybe
the
we'll see.
Giants on primetime is a fade. I've seen it too many times. Like, I don't know. Like, do y'all not watch the games? I actually watch the games. When the games come on my TV and I see the Giants on primetime football, they always fucking lose. Always. I'm not switching it up. The Steelers are the better football team. I don't know why people think the Steelers are a bad team. I don't know why. They got a coach with a track record that gets it done. They get it done. And this is probably the best quarterback he's had since Ben Roethlisberger was in his mid-30s. Seriously. Like, what are we talking about here? This is still the Steelers' vaunted defense. Like, hell no, man. It's the best defense the Giants have faced all season.
They're ass, the Giants. Drew Lock to the rescue. Please. All the sharps are on the Giants.
I'm on the Steelers. I'm on the
It's
under.
just square play. So square.
Russell Wilson.
Squares play. All the squares are humping up on the Steelers. Speaking of squares, Chris, go to the NBA.
I know I gave out some bad info on the jam session. I did. It happens. You know?
A recant of jam session.
I gave out some bad info on there, but the premise is still the same. The premise is still the same for all those. I said that the Bulls played the Thunder yesterday. They didn't, but they're not on the back end of a back-to-back. But who cares? They're still gonna get aired out. Not who cares, but you get what I mean. Sorry. Now let's go to the NBA.
I got a problem with this comment here. I believe the proper grammatical way to say it is shat. I don't think
it's shat.
The correct term would be shat.
I'm basically the last of the Mohicans because Jay doesn't care about the Cowboys, so Mitch can't attack him there. Chris is in another country. Nobody cares about those teams. And he can't shit on himself about the Dolphins. So it's like I'm the last of the Mohicans. The Orioles are done. There's only the Ravens left. That's it.
Because there's nobody else in Baltimore.
The Orioles are
Oh,
done.
come on, man. How do you have that?
What do you mean the
all
Orioles are
time?
done?
How do you have that queued up all the time? So sad.
I love it.
It's so sad.
I love that one. It's really one of my favorites.
Oh, God.
I love that one.
What a shame.
The Steelers will win, and the fans will storm the field like Kennesaw.
Big win.
Kennesaw State. This is them storming the
Huge
field.
win.
Storming the field at
Liberty,
Kennesaw.
liberty, liberty.
They stormed the field at Kennesaw. Oh, man. Pacers versus Magic. That should be an interesting one. Pacers played like dog shit yesterday. We got the Celtics against the Bucks. Celtics, not at the top. A little bit of action here on the Bucks in the early going. Chris, what do you think of these two? Let's just milk this show for all it's worth. We're only at 55 minutes. We're just starting NBA. We got a full card.
Man. Okay. Give me the Magic at home in 6.
Whoa, whoa, it's magic.
This is their spot, home favorite. When they've been a home favorite laying at least 6, they're like 14-2 against the spread in the last 16 in that spot. So Indiana on a back-to-back after playing overtime yesterday. I'm going to take them here against Orlando. And the Bucks and Celtics, I know the Bucks looked terrible yesterday, but for me, just leaving 9.5 on the board with Milwaukee, it's tough for me to pass on. I know I'm probably going to get my teeth kicked in, but I'll take Milwaukee plus the 9.5 here. I think it's just too many points.
They prefer Milwaukee. It's Algonquin for the
They are the good land.
The good land. Costi?
Yeah, I'm on the Magic here as well. This is the team that if I don't find a reason to bet against them, that I'm not going to do it. I mean, this team's scoring a lot of points. Paolo Banchero has definitely elevated his game, to be in that category as one of the top guys, top 20 guys in the NBA. I know it's probably too early to say that, but this guy is just on a mission. I think they have a good team, good coaching, and the Pacers are just in disarray. And the Magic, year after year, the last 2 years have been a really good covering team. I like them at home in this spot. And I'm going to take Milwaukee plus the points here. I know it's not a favorable opinion to some because they just saw Milwaukee just get blown out to a Nets team. But this is still Milwaukee. They still have the talent. They still have Giannis, who's a top 5 player. They still have Lillard. I think it's just too many points for a top caliber team, no matter what this 3-game record that they have so far. So I know Boston's shooting lights out from 3, but I'm still taking Milwaukee plus the points.
This is where the people in the YouTube comments say, Costi obviously never played professional basketball.
I did not. Yes, they are correct.
So they say in the YouTube comments, like, this guy obviously never played professional. Like that has anything to do with sports handicapping.
Zero.
I'll tell you what does have to do with sports handicapping, and that's fading the crappy plays. And I'm going to take the Pacers in this one. Coming off of a loss yesterday, I think that, they probably learned something from that game. The Pacers are a mid-market team. The Magic are a mid-market team. That usually means a mid-market game, and I think it means it's going to be a close one. And I think that closer than the points here. So I think, I like the Pacers in this one to bounce back. I think Banchero's a good player, but like you said, it's hard to figure out where he lands in that top player category. Like normally you say, oh, it's top 10 player, top 5 player, whatever. You're like out to 20. And I think there are people that could debate with you whether it even fits there. And I think, arguably, or more, not even arguably, if he's in the top 20, right? And the Pacers have 2 guys that are better than him, right? So I don't even think he's in the top 20. I think he's a good player and he might be in the top 50. But I don't think he's in the top 20 because I'd rather have Halliburton. I'd rather have Siakam, but I would take him over Jerry Jeudy. So
I would not take him over Siakam.
I would take Siakam.
No.
Okay, because he has a ring and Banchero doesn't.
So what does that mean?
It means he won on the Seattle Supersonics, which is not easy to do because they don't even have a team.
Guy is super young. Player for player, I think he's more talented
than Siakam.
Please. It's my opinion.
Turn on the TV. Go to the game. See, and that's why the Pacers are the Pacers, man, because Banchero's getting all this in because he went to Duke. He was the number 1 overall pick. But Siakam has done more. He's a better player in the league right now. Banchero might still develop into being a better player, and he might even win a ring if he gets traded to another team. But the thing is that, Siakam's been there, done that. And the fact that we're even in this discussion just tells you where he lands in the grand scheme of things, because I didn't see you say he's better than Halliburton, right? So it's like the Pacers are a better team.
If they're different players, it's kind of hard to compare guys that are
good and guys that are kind of okay, and you're trying to make them better than they are. You got your Wagner.
It's a coin flip,
man.
You started a franchise today. Halliburton and Blanchero is a coin flip for me. Just depends how you want to start the foundation.
Sound like you got your Wagners backwards. I'm going to take the Pacers, and I'm taking the Celtics to blow the shit out of the Bucks here. I think 30, 40 points wouldn't be enough to keep the Bucks in this game. I took the Bulls against the Bucks the other night. I took the Nets yesterday, money line against the Bucks. Bucks are ass, man. They cannot figure it out. If you lose to the Bulls and the Nets outright in the same week, and then you're going to all of a sudden stand up and be counted in Boston against the Celtics, who are mad about something. I don't know what it is, man. Is he mad about something? I'm taking the Celtics. Disrespect. It's like Celtics by 25.
What?
And I hate the Celtics.
Celtics by 30. I think you picked the score in this one. And I know last season, when you look at last season, that they split the season series a season ago. The two games the Celtics won were 3-point games. They didn't blow the Bucks out last year. And the two games Milwaukee won, they beat the shit out the Celtics last season. It's kind of crazy to look back at it. But like Mitch said, the Celtics is mad. they don't fake motivated themselves to come out hooping. It's annoying. They are far and away the best team in the league, bro. It just is what it is. It just is what it is. I like Tatum for 30 tonight. I think they come out here and put belt the ass and put the league on notice on Milwaukee tonight. Milwaukee's ass. I'm with Mitch. They're ass.
That's the Bulls and the Nets, man. The same week.
They're not a good basketball team.
2 days apart.
They're not. And on the back end of a back-to-back with travel heading to Boston.
Plus, they got beaten up by the Nets, man. It takes a lot out of you.
And I think people look at them last two Celtics games and try to take something from them. There's nothing to take from them 2 games. The best players for the Celtics sat the fourth quarter. They're going to beat up on bad teams, get out the game, and chill. But these games, these are going to be the flex your muscle style games. Did y'all not watch that Knicks game? That game was over by the end of the first quarter.
I'm just fading the Knicks because Mazzulla's a dumbass.
Mazzulla's not a dumbass. Mazzulla's a dumbass. He's low-key a basketball savant.
She's the shell coach. The rest of the team runs the team.
Nah, man. He cooked up this system. He cooked up the system that's low-key going to ruin the NBA. And that's what everybody's known for a long time. The more threes you shoot, 3 is worth more than 2. It just is what it is. And if you shoot more of them, you're going to make more of them, you're going to win. It's not really that complicated of a system to understand. So shout out Mazzulla, shout out Celtics. I think they kicked the crap out of the Celtics today. Out of the Bucks today. But on that other note, I 1,000% disagree with Mitch. I think Mitch just be trying to find reasons to fade Orlando. He just be trying to make shit up. Man, I'm taking Banchero every day of the week over Siakam. And Halliburton, Banchero, it's a conversation that it needs to be had. I love me some Halliburton, but I think they might be catching up to him, man. When it comes to the Magic, bro, them boys, Ruffalo gave y'all the numbers. He gave y'all the numbers. 14-2 last season as big favorites. Overall, at home as home favorites, they were 22-6 against the number. We just saw the other night, they beat up on somebody the other night at home, 1-0 against the number already this season. Indiana on the back end of a back-to-back with travel coming off an overtime game is a terrible spot. Bro, they lost at home, their home opener, to the fucking Sixers. No Embiid, no Paul George. That's what happened. And they did not look good.
It came out flat.
And now they have Halliburton out there going up against one of the best perimeter defending teams in the league, Orlando. Halliburton I like his unders again tonight, bro. He had 0 just 2 games ago. He had 0 points.
Maxey went off in that game, man.
Goose egg. I think the Magic defensively on the perimeter can cause them same issues. Under Halliburton, and give me the Magic landing points.
Maxey went off in that game. I love the Pacers in this one.
We'll see.
Siakam's so much better. Gonna lock him down. He's way better both ends of the court.
We'll see.
Gosh, you don't know shit. Fading the Orioles also. Got the Knicks and the Cavaliers. Too bad you don't have the Baltimore Bullets anymore. The Knicks and the Cavaliers and the Heat and the Pistons. Costi, who we fading today?
I love the Knicks at home here. I think this is one of the easier games on the board. Who did they lose to? They lost to the Celtics, the best team in the league. Opening night, tough spot in the Boston Garden where they're showing the banner night. It's just that is a bad spot for them. They come back and they destroy the Pacers. The Pacers were never in that game, ever. And now you're telling them that you're coming back home and they're only 2.5 because Cleveland is 3-0. Who has Cleveland beat? They beat Washington, Detroit, and Toronto, the 3 worst teams in basketball. And all of a sudden, they're just 2.5. I think it's just very easy. Don't even complicate it. Knicks at home. And then in the next one, I'm taking another favorite. Miami at home. Detroit is just at. And Miami owns Detroit. Owns them. Owns them, and overall, they don't own them against the spread, but I think this Detroit team is worse than most people in recent years. It's worse, even worse than last year. They're atrocious, and I think Miami makes a good comeback here. I know they lost opening night or the second day to Orlando. They beat the Hornets, and now they're going to destroy this Pistons team. So both favorites for me here.
Costi. You're foolish and lack vision. We all know that the Miami Heat can't win a home game by more than 2 or 3 points. They're not physically capable of it. I love my Heat. I'll back them all day. I take them against the Celtics money line every single time. But I'll tell you what, against a team like the Pistons at home, laying more than 2 or 3 points, it's an automatic. We're going to put it on the do not bet list. Heat laying more than 2 or 3 at home. And it's like, this is a team they love to win by 2 or 3 at home against the bad teams. Now, if they're playing the Celtics or even the Knicks or, the Lakers or something, well, maybe you can lay like 5 points. But the thing is, against like the Pistons, the Hornets, like these teams, no way, man, do you lay more than 2 points with the Heat at home. 3, you're walking right into the danger zone. I think the Heat win this game. I think they win it by 2, maybe 3. At the most. And that's why the Pistons have covered 5 times in a row in Miami. I mean, it's going to be number 6 today. It's like that. This is an automatic. It's an automatic. It's got to go on the do not bet list. I think it replaces the Commanders. I vote to replace the Commanders. The other one, the Knicks and Cleveland, I actually agree with Costi in that one. I'm going to take the Knicks. I don't like the Cavs on the road, even though they did beat the Knicks last year on the road. I think the Knicks have pretty much dominated the Cavs. I think the Cavs have problems, man. I don't like this team. I don't like them. I think last year when they were on that whole we're going to trade Garland kick, I don't know why they got off it. They should have just stuck to the guns, man. Because I'll tell you what, the Raptors would have taken them. They would have, man. Take anything. Anything. The Raptors and the Nets, man, will take anything. We know that.
Yeah, you ain't lying. I agree with you boys on or I agree with Mitch word for word, bar for bar on the Heat take. I'm on the Pistons plus the points. It's I think people got a little ahead of themselves on the Pistons first 3 games of the season, but this is their style spot, and this is the spot you fade Miami. Miami wins it, Pistons cover. But I'm fading you guys. I'm taking Cleveland money line. I do agree with what you guys said, because I said the same thing on the jam session about Cleveland hasn't played anybody thus far this season. And when you look at how the Knicks, they got aired out and then they bounced back. But in hindsight, I'm not taking much from that Pacers game. The Pacers right now are broke. And I think the Knicks are overrated, overvalued. Everybody want me to portray like the Knicks are like the goddamn Celtics, and until they show me that on a consistent basis, I want to fade them. I think plus money here with Cleveland is the way to go. I think Cleveland did fix their issue. They got rid of their coach. They brought in a new coach, and the vibes are high. You know what I mean? It kind of was sometimes that's what it takes. And we've seen that with a couple teams where a new coach can totally shake up your chemistry and fix things. AKA a team we'll talk about later, who I think is going to the Western Conference Finals. We'll talk about them in a little bit, but I think Cavs have a legitimate shot to win this one outright. I'm looking for spots to fade overrated, overvalued teams, and I still think that's the Knicks currently. They're still the Knicks. They're still the Knicks. Fading them.
We say the Heat play to the level of their competition. That's what I think it is.
Yeah. That's all
it is. We got the Hawks and the Wizards. Wow, I get this one. Treat. And then we got the Raptors, the Craptors against the Chicken Nuggets. This is, this is a heck of a slot I gave to myself here. See, normally if we were doing videos, I would take my name off it, but Chris is on there. I think I like the over in the Wizards against the Hawks. These are two teams that I see them and I say defense is optional. Especially the Hawks. I'm like less than thrilled with the Hawks these days. I just don't see anything there. And the Wizards, I don't even understand the direction. I know that Jay thinks the Blazers are the worst team in the Nets. Like those are the worst teams. But I think the Wizards are in that discussion. I mean, they don't have anybody either, man. They got nothing. Kyle Kuzma is a good player, but he can't be your go-to guy. Can't be your option one. I mean, he's all right. There's an option one that's worse than Banchero. Okay, there's one for you, Costa. Write that one down. You could say, well, he's better than thing because Trae Young I'd rather have than Banchero also.
Nah.
It's close. At least it's close. Siakam or Banchero, seriously. Been watching too much Sports Center. Got to turn that shit off.
You turn it off.
I turned it off years ago. Years ago, man. Years and years and years ago. I haven't watched Sports Center in a long time. Way long time. I couldn't even tell you who the host is.
I think, and he's still SVP, Scott Van Pelt.
He's still around, but he's his own show now.
I don't really watch it. That's what's hilarious. Like I don't really watch it.
I just like Scott Van Pelt because he's a local guy. So
Sure.
Little Baltimore plug there going on.
Just a little bit.
I just like Blue Crabs.
He's always at the Maryland
local favorite.
No, because he's always at the Maryland basketball games. So
I like crab cakes because they're a local favorite here in Baltimore.
What were the two here? Wizards, Hawks, and what else?
Oh, it's the Nuggets and the Raptors. I think the Nuggets
glasses.
Nuggets get off the schneid. I'll lay the 9 points on the road with the Chicken Nuggets, who really look bad this year. I think the Nuggets are taking a big step backwards. I think they're going to be in that play-in 6-7 spot in the West type area. There's too many good teams in the West for the Nuggets to be there. They don't have the depth. Either that or they make a big trade. Because if you're expecting like Porter Jr. to do it or something for you, or Jamal, I mean, these guys haven't proved that they can do it themselves. So, but you are up against the Raptors here, who they're in the market for Garland. I can see him landing there.
I'm on the Raptors. I think everything you said was true. So just trust your eyes and take the Raptors. Just trust your eyes and take the Raptors. Is what I'm doing. The Nuggets. Let's think about this clearly. The Nuggets had 2 home games to start the season. This is the same team that for the last couple seasons I say go stupid, dummy, fucking crazy, and they lost both. Oh my god! And now you want me to go late double digits on the road? Hell no, can't do it. Won't do it. Should they win the game? Yeah, but that don't mean go late double digits. Give me the Raptors. Whole country behind them. Let's see if they can pull it off. And give me the Wizards. Can I see the do not bet list, please? Number 3 on the list probably should be number 2. The Atlanta fucking Hawks. They are so shit.
Yeah, we'll have to redo. We'll have to dedicate a show to redoing the do not bet list. Probably, we could do it tomorrow as a later schedule.
Yeah, we probably can. That's fine with me. We
We'll
gotta
have all Baltimore teams because Costi will be here.
we gotta continue to fade the Hawks until further notice. Land 7.5. No, sir. Not no. They're overrated, overvalued, and they're on the back end of a back-to-back with travel. Like, come on now. The Wizards, bad team. I'm not trying to sit here and sell you a pipe dream about the Wizards, but what I will tell you is that they just played a tough schedule. They had the Celtics and the Cavs, two teams that are head and shoulders better than them. I don't think the Hawks are head and shoulders. Hawks are better, but not head and shoulders, not 8.5 points, not 8 points off a back end of a back-to-back with travel when they only covered 35% of their games last season, when we covered 65% of the time fading Atlanta. Just give me all the numbers. It is what it is. All we did was cash fading the Hawks last season, and all we're going to do today is cash fading the Hawks today. Jordan Poole over. Him and Trae Young probably going to go at it, and the Hawks probably run out of gas late in the game. Wizards win it outright. Wouldn't be shocked at all. Give me Washington Wizards money line and Washington Wizards plus the points.
Give me the over in Wizards Hawks. I don't trust this Wizards defense whatsoever. I know that it was Cleveland again and Boston. They played in their first two games, but still gave up 135 and 122. The Hawks, even on a back-to-back, this team likes to push the pace. They like to play fast. They like to put up points. But Atlanta's defense is nothing either. I mean, they're 3-0 to the over already this season. So give me the over. I mean, when we saw one meeting last year finished with 256. So I'll take the over 234 in that one. And Nuggets Raptors. This Raptors seems to give me the Nuggets. I know the Nuggets, dropping games where we expect them to play their best at home, but it's a wake-up call. I think they come into Toronto, take advantage of another depleted Raptors lineup. So give me the Nuggets.
So, Costi, do the Baltimore people, do they adopt the Washington teams after their teams are eliminated? Because, like, the Nationals have been to the World Series, like, a lot more recently than the Orioles, right? So, like, when the Nationals won the World Series, did the Baltimore people, like, root for them? So then what do you do for hockey and basketball?
Hockey, most people from Baltimore are Capitals fans.
So you can go Washington in hockey, but not baseball or football.
Right, because we have that franchise. We also have our own franchise. So they don't flip-flop.
So it's like Chicago, White Sox, Bears,
right.
Cubs, Bears, but those teams are all Chicago, while one's Washington, one's Baltimore. It's a little trickier.
And it's kind of like, it's the NBA.
Can you go free agent? Just say I'm a Canadians fan?
So I had a buddy of mine about 5-6 years ago who was a Redskins fan, and they were so awful that we turned him, and he completely complete switch over gear, games, talking, like completely switched over.
So he's a bandwagon.
But no, this
year he'll be back on the
Canadians. No. This is permanent. Still
tat?
permanent.
He got the neck tat?
No neck tat.
Just checking.
No neck tat.
You see the guy in the Golden Bachelor's got the neck tat going? No, it's not.
I don't watch The Bachelor.
Golden Bachelor. Got the neck tat. There's one comedian out there on Instagram who does some really funny stuff with that Golden Bachelor. I mean, Bachelorette.
Oh, that's the old guys?
It's so funny. It's like, and she gets off the plane in Chicago, and oh no, she's a middle moving sidewalk person. She's treating it like it's her music video. It's like I can see myself walking up behind her and saying, "Excuse me," in a very judgmental tone. Those people on the moving sidewalk that kind of just casually stroll it or stand there. It's like, oh man, funny.
Is it my turn?
Yeah, it is your turn.
Complete Ruffalo on the Atlanta game.
Whoa.
Complete. I'm not.
You call those Alex Smart. It's the new Ruffalo.
Yeah.
Oh
Did you yesterday's show?
Oh my. It was. I mean, I literally kept saying, but which side did you act like? You gave us the contrarian side and the public side. But who do you actually like? And he still couldn't give us an answer. I said, it's okay to take a Ruffalo. But, yeah, I'm taking a Ruffalo in this game. I would never bet Atlanta. And I think it's
So
not
take
enough
the Wizards.
It's not enough points for the win.
It's my job to tell y'all to take the Wizards. So that's what I'm saying. You're not betting Atlanta here, so take the Wizards.
I know.
If you won't fade the worst ATS team in basketball from a season ago on the back end of a back-to-back laying an extended number, then you just don't got the stomach for this shit, man. You just don't got the stomach for it. And that's
It's Wizards. I'll put it to you this way. It's Wizards or nothing, but it's not something that I'm obsessed with today.
I'm obsessed with it. I'm obsessed.
You are obsessed. And I'll take Denver laying the points. Fuck the Raptors.
Whoa.
Bounce back spot.
Whoa. Wow. A little bit of that Oriole tension coming out finally. Just let it go. Let it go. Let it all out. We got the Spurs taking on the Rockets, round 2. It's the rematch. Home, away, day off, home, away. Got Memphis, the Grizz, at home against your Chicago Bulls. Hey, anyone see the Dwayne Wade statue? It looks nothing like him. I mean, it looks not even, I mean, it's not even close. It's like, who is that? It's like, that's like some they got like a picture of some homeless person or something, put it on the statue. It's like, it's not even close. It's like, what was that, man?
Which one's worse, the Dwayne Wade statue or the Cristiano Ronaldo statue?
Oh, I think Wade's might be worse because Ronaldo's his at least resembled him a little bit. You know what I mean? His eyes was close and the smile was ugly and the hair was weird. This Dwayne Wade one, his mouth open like he kind of looked more like Thanos than he do Dwayne Wade. I don't know.
It doesn't even look like him. It's like he's bald, right? The statue. It doesn't look anything like him.
They need to go back to the drawing board with that.
The statue looks like Antoine Walker.
Yo, Chicago. Boo.
Wade said, I can't believe that. Who is that guy? Turned out a lot of fans were asking the same question.
Who's up? Who's up? Who's up?
Jay.
It's me?
Yep.
It's always you.
Man. We fading York. Chicago. Boo. With or without John Morant, we taking them Grizzlies at home at the crib. The vibes in Memphis are back. Like they're back. It's a different team, different monster, different animal at home at the crib. Yeah, so that one's it's just a with or without Ja. I'm on Memphis. I expect them to play though, but I think they put belt to ass on the Bulls. And then Rockets Spurs, quick revenge. We love quick revenge. Quick revenge is one of our favorite spots. We just lost y'all the other day. We coming to get our get back. It was a bad spot for the Rockets the other day. They were on the back end of a back-to-back with travel, following a good win over the Grizzlies. So Spurs kind of took advantage of that. I think the Rockets lock back in and do what they do. The better team, short line. I lost the other day on the Rockets, but I'm going right back to them.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the Spurs. Just these games, and I know it's revenge spot, but these games in San Antonio always seem to be close when the Rockets are there. Even if the Rockets were to win, I could see it being a 2-point win. So give me the Spurs and the points in that one. But I'm gonna take the Grizzlies as well. I trust them back at home. And it's a team that even if they don't have John Morant, well, they're used to playing without John Morant. They did it pretty much all last year. So give me the Grizzlies at home laying the points.
Rockets for me. I'm playing that exact angle that Jay said. Quick revenge game. Now they're on rest. It was a bad spot for them before. I was right there with Jay as well. I was on the Rockets on that game and lost. So quick revenge game. I think that element in itself in 2.5 points. I don't think is going to play a factor. I mean, Rockets win by 5, and then same with the panel as well. Memphis at home with or without Morant. They're used to playing without him, so that's not really a big deal. I think the Chicago Bulls are in trouble, and this is going to be a long season for them, and they're going to get blown out a lot of games. And in this one, I think 7 is a little bit tricky because it is a big number, but I'm still riding Memphis.
I'm on the I'm on the Rockets to get revenge here. I'm anti-Wemby, and the thing is, I remain anti-Wemby. And the thing is that the Rockets they came back strong in that game. They fell behind early. They came all the way back. They roared back. They came up just short. I like the Rockets to come out really strong in this one. I like Rockets first half, first quarter, game, all that kind of stuff as well. I also like the Bulls against the Grizzlies. It's the Lonzo Ball show, big baller brand. It's unpaid endorsement for big baller brand. I always say it, and I'll say it again. LeVar would fit in with Pig Dogs seamlessly. I like the Bulls. The Bulls are a good value team this year. They're not bad. They beat the shit out of the Bucks. Costi took against the Celtics.
I had the Bulls in that game.
No, you took the Bucks against the Celtics, though.
Oh, well, that's today. We're talking about 2 different days, 2 different teams, 2 different situations.
Well, what's the situation? The other one, they were home, and now they're on the road against the defending world champions who are mad at them because they got the shit beat out of them in Milwaukee last year by 100. I think it could be like that Duke-Arizona State game.
No.
I think the key words here are belt to ass. We got Dallas against Utah. That's the Mavericks against the Jazz hands. Suns against the Lakers. Ronnie going to the G League. And we got the Kings at home, but favored by a bunch against the Blazers, who pulled the big upset last night. Chris? Don't spend it all in one place.
I'll try not to. Another game where I like the over is Dallas and Utah. I just think, again, even we're going to get some points. I took a lot of Luka Doncic props in that game. Triple-double.
Like what?
Luka Doncic triple-double with 30-plus points. I think he has a big game tonight.
You don't think his numbers tail off a little bit with Clay and Kyrie?
I think they do, but I think there's still going to be games where he's going to get his. I don't.
Did he get 40 last game or something?
He against Suns, no.
Yeah, 40. Yeah.
Oh, did he have 40 last game? Okay. Yeah, I mean, and I still don't trust Utah defensively. So give me the over with the Luka Doncic props, and give me the Blazers and the points against the Kings. The Kings just don't look right defensively yet. And this is still a decent Blazers team on paper. I know it didn't play out like that last season, but I think that we're going to see some fight from the Blazers. Even when the Blazers were as bad as they were at times last season, they were still the second best team against the spread in the NBA when it came to playing on a back-to-back. 10-3-1 against the spread. So a lot of it's because they were getting big numbers like these. I think that Portland can sneak in the back door here. Give me the Blazers and the points.
That's what she said. Koski.
Ruffalo in this Utah-Dallas game, I don't want to touch it. It looks like a spot
far
that Dallas
too comfortable in this Ruffalo zone.
Yeah, there's too many games. I'm not going to bet every game. I mean, I just think it's too many points for Utah. We've seen Utah get destroyed, and is it a trend? I just need more data from the season to really see it. So it's just too many points. I'd rather just not bet that game altogether. And then I'll take Phoenix in the quick revenge spot against the Lakers. They're at home. We just saw them play the other night, and the Lakers had a huge comeback late in the game to pull that one out. take Phoenix here.
Phoenix Suns. I'll take Dallas against the Jazz. I'll lay the points, the bundle. Jazz, they're gearing up for tomorrow's matchup at home against the Kings.
Big matchup.
It is a big matchup.
I know.
And I don't know. I like the way the Suns are playing. I like the way the Lakers are playing, but the Lakers have been doing it all at home. No Bronny.
Look, that's my Halloween outfit. Crit,
Nice.
Ruffalo, take a picture. This is what I want you to look like on Thursday. You could do that.
I'll take the over in the Kings Blazers. Jake?
Did you guys have a parlay Dallas with the Ravens? You and Jay?
No.
Sorry.
Come on, man. This is
I lean towards the Mavs. It's not a premium style bet though. 11.5 with us at home at the crib get dicey. You know, on the road is where we do a lot of our damage as favorites. At home, kind of asking for it, laying a big number like this. I will say the first game of the season last year we played the Jazz and we smacked their ass by 50. So it may mean something to some of y'all. Give me the Lakers money line. The Lakers are going to the Western Conference Finals. The Lakers are back. The books haven't caught up to them yet. I'm so serious. Books haven't caught up to them yet. I don't even think the general public has caught up to them yet. You heard it here first. The Lakers are serious. I know this is kind of a quick revenge game, but it don't really fit the mold because the Suns had a game in between. So that's why I still like the Lakers outright on the money line here in this one. Anthony Davis had a monster game the other day. He's at 30 every game this season. JJ Redick has unlocked him. This is the 2020 Anthony Davis again. Attack the plus money here with the Lakers. And then lay the points here with the Sack Kings. They're going to kick the crap out of the Blazers. They're going to take them boys behind the woodshed, I believe. Shout out the Blazers. I had them yesterday outright on the money line. Quick revenge spot for them. But I think Sacramento had 2 tough draws to start the season. Minnesota coming off an L, and then the Lakers, who they had beaten 7 of 8 times. And you know what I mean? So the Lakers just had to stand up, and the Minnesota Timberwolves are probably the best team off a loss the last 2 seasons combined. So I just think this is a spot where the Blazers comfortable fat off that win from yesterday, and the Kings lock-in spot. It's a bad matchup, I think, for Portland as well. I think Sabonis has a good game with the addition of DeMar DeRozan. I think this is a game where the Kings kind of flex their muscles like the beam. I'll lay the points.
Chris, did you go?
Yeah, I did.
All right. Just don't remember you beating Sabonis into the ground like you normally do. All right, we've got
I think he didn't get manhandled tonight, but
you manhandle Sabonis.
I think Aiton's gonna actually have a decent game tonight.
Gonna get manhandled.
Yeah.
Did you get a clear shot here?
I've committed the costume to
He's gonna
memory.
dress up with you on Halloween.
Nice.
Yeah, I've committed the costume to memory. So
All right, just making sure. All right, you're good.
yeah, no, we're good.
Thank you.
National Hockey League. We got the Sabres versus old logo, new logo. We've got the Blue Jackets skating 4 against Edmonton. We've got Tampa Bay versus the worst name in sports, the Nashville Predators. And we got the Jets, Jets up against the Maple Laughs. Chris, it's your sport. We're just living in it.
Okay. Well, give me the Winnipeg Jets until I have a reason not to. I know they're my Leafs, but the Leafs, yeah, they just don't have it right now. They have owned Winnipeg. Oh yeah. Oh no, it's bad.
I had to break it out for that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, wait a minute. You know what? It seems louder. I think you replaced the batteries too.
Yeah, baby.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Honestly, that's been
Give
on
me a
that
what?
entire time. You're just reacting to it now. I love how Costy's just reacting to that last one now. It's been on there the entire time.
Yes.
Big Dog's gear in the mail. Should be here any day.
That's what mine said too. Same thing.
Yep.
Swagging it. I'll be rocking it.
Can't wait for the new hat. Very excited.
It's either going to be a hit or a miss.
You go. Whoa, you really left a lot of options out there.
A lot of room for interpretation.
A lot of room for it.
That's what I do, Chris. I take it to another level.
Mm-hmm. Fair enough. Yeah, give me the Jets. I know the Leafs have owned this matchup in past years, but I don't think that's enough. They're struggling right now, giving up 14 goals in their last 3 games. The Jets are just they keep getting it done, and until I have reason to fade them, especially when we're getting reasonable prices with them on the other side, I'm gonna keep taking Winnipeg, and I'll take the Lightning over the worst name in sports. This is just a lot of travel for Nashville in such a short time frame. It's Tampa Bay at home where they play their best hockey. And it's going to be, the Steven Stamkos return to Tampa Bay, but I think Lightning spoil that. Give me Tampa Bay here.
Oh, no, not Stamkos. Costi?
Oh, no, did you just find another bit?
No hockey for me, sir.
No,
Come
not
on.
Stamkos. I'm taking the Jets. I'm just riding the Jets. That's all I can do. It's time to say
N-O.
to the Maple Leafs. Jay?
National Hockey League. Give me the Arizona Coyotes.
Nah, we're not on that game.
We did all of them. That's all I got for y'all today. Give me the Lightning at home. I like the Lightning at home, fading the Predators.
Today's trivia question. Name 27 teams that aren't afraid to go against the NFL on a Monday night. We got the Utah Hockey Club versus San Jose. Colorado
Still
versus Chicago.
Arizona Coyotes.
Vancouver Canucks versus Carolina. And Vegas versus Rod Zawacki, the Mayor of Calgary's Flames. Hit Calgary.
Sharks. Getting faded tonight. I'm taking the Hockey Club. I'm taking Arizona.
I do miss Rod bashing Calgary. He does have a lot of good Calgary bits.
You're only a hip skipping away from being on the Tony Pick show.
Me?
Yeah.
I got fired from the drive-thru. Are you kidding?
No, this is the morning show.
Oh. When is it?
The same time.
As us?
Yeah, they compete with us.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
You didn't know this?
No. I don't watch it. I don't watch their show. Why are they up against us?
I have no idea. Same exact time.
I own both stations.
I know. That's what I'm saying. It's the same exact time.
Just like ESPN and ESPN2 running programming.
No, you're basically doing Monday Night Football and then the Manning cast at the same time.
ESPN.
Which
and
are we?
Show.
I like the Manning cast. Which one are we?
Well, I don't know. That's not a great example because I actually like the Manning cast.
Is that real? Are they really running against us?
Yes.
Are they doing a 2-hour show?
Probably not.
When did that happen?
They don't have the half an hour, 45-minute filibuster that we do.
Yeah, they go straight into the picks.
Yeah. Tony is what we call no nonsense.
Okay, so
Everyone does.
they were on an hour. They were on for 55 minutes an hour ago, but they finished. They've been gone for quite some time. Yeah, they were on an hour ago.
This is 2 weeks ago.
It's just streamed 1 hour ago.
Oh, I see. Who was on?
Mr. Tattoo, Chris.
He's got his
It's
Sacktown
wacky.
Kings hat on.
Yeah.
9:30 Eastern time. So it's an hour ahead of us. It says 9:30 a.m. It says 9:30 a.m. Eastern time. It says it right on the screen.
There's been times where there's a crossover.
All right. They're all fired. Anyways. That'll fix that. Or we could remove them from pick dogs.
No.
I'm paying for both. What am I doing?
So for these last few games, I'm gonna go with
let's
Utah.
Let's get back to the. I'll even give a hockey pick if you.
Oh, whoa,
Tell you
whoa,
what,
okay, hold
Chris,
on. I
Chris
gotta
has
hurry.
a good set. We should bring him over to pick dogs. That'll show him.
I'm going to take Utah on the puck line against San Jose. The San Jose team is one of the worst teams that I think I've ever seen. It's bad. Utah, they haven't been playing well themselves, but this feels like a get-right spot for them, even when they were the Coyotes last season. Still won all 3 meetings against San Jose 11-4. Do I have to pull out the car horn again?
Hey, man. Shout out to
I know, I miss it too. Give me Utah on the puck line. Give me Vancouver at home against Carolina. Just because Vancouver 13-2 in the last 15 meetings in Vancouver. And it's a coin flip, so I'll take Vancouver in the plus money. Now, Costy, I got to hear this.
What?
You said you have a hockey pick.
Oh, parlay time. So
You said you have a hockey pick.
No,
You said
I
you have a
lied.
hockey pick.
I lied.
Oh, you said you have a hockey pick, so I'm waiting.
Fine. Hold on a second. Jeezy, wheezy.
just throw it a random city.
I like dogs. Chicago Blackhawks plus 185.
Maybe I shouldn't have asked you for a hockey pick. Now it's parlay time.
Parlay time. Parlay time.
Okay.
Yes. Thanks. I'm doing really good this morning, Mitch.
You're batting 1,000 at this point.
God.
All right.
Who's our competition?
It's the Tony's picture.
Is it?
I don't know.
All right.
All right, since nobody wants to go, I'll go.
Chris is Mindy.
That's good.
They got the same spot on the screen.
Oh,
But
same build.
they're both a bottom.
Costy.
Carrie, everyone's waiting for your invitation.
Good.
I tell.
It's so easy.
One more time. Something else.
She's in the other room. Carrie,
One more.
Here,
Hashtag
another
we
one.
coming. Hashtag we coming.
what world?
In what world is this okay?
There's 2 Mitches all of a sudden.
That's that like.
Oh my God, I think we can replace you. Hold on.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can replace you. We got Mindy in the JV over here.
Nah, she cooked that.
Yeah.
Yay.
Get her to hit the yes button.
Yes.
It's not funny.
Oh,
Failed to see the humor.
Oh man. All right, parlay.
Hey, Chris, you're gonna break out the advent calendar this year.
If I can find it, I don't know where it is. Maybe I'll get another one.
It'll be your back to the drive-through moment.
Oh, God.
Your transition.
Knicks,
It's like I'm gonna advertise it here, but I'll open it on the
Nuggets.
drive-through.
Rockets, Knicks, Knicks, Rockets. What was the other one that I said?
Rockets,
Knicks,
Panthers.
Panthers.
Chris, did you give yours?
Me? All right. Let's go. Let's go with the sports equinox. Probably.
Probably don't want the Knicks.
Huh?
Probably don't want the Knicks.
That's actually what I was going to do for my NBA. Let's make some money. Let's go Lakers, Knicks, Lightning, Yankees, and the over in the
She's singing the Bun Bun song. Now you got her going. Jay,
let's go 2-teamer. Try to get paid. We're gonna go Raptors money line, and we're gonna go Wizards money line.
Jets, Jets, with the Pistons and the Rockets. Give the Rockets a chance to bust up my parlay. Costi gonna get canceled.
I got nothing.
It's been a rough show. At least you didn't try Nuggets, Knicks, because then you're really in tough territory there. Yeah.
Oh my god!
That's why you just call
It's
them
an,
chicken
it's
nuggets.
an alliteration. I just picked the wrong parlay. It just gets horrible. Oh,
All right.
my
All right. We apologize for nothing. Thanks, everyone.
What a day to be alive.
Wardrobe malfunction.
I don't even know if that's gonna help.
Oh shit!
Oh,
Wardrobe malfunction. Hey, see? At least it's not me for once. That's all I gotta say. Somehow I'll take the heat for this. Thanks, everyone. Make it a wing day, because there will be people out there that have something to say. You know that's gonna happen.
Oh shit!
Thanks, everyone. Make it a winning day. Appreciate each and every one of you.
Costi, it was lovely having you here.
Hey, guys.
Two
We
words,
wish you all the
Costi.
best in your future
Tony's
endeavors.
picks. Take her away, Mindy. Thanks, everyone. Make it a winning day. We appreciate each and every one of you.
Oh my God.